Hey everybody, how's it going? Let me just turn off the chat on the phone here so I can actually look into my own face while I'm talking to you. Remember all caps. Please, if you want to talk to me or you want to get my attention, please put it in all caps. If you're talking amongst each other, please keep that in lower font so I know which is directed at me and which isn't. How is it going, everyone? Pretty sure I stirred the shit pot. Sorry, pretty. Yeah, somebody told me yesterday that if I didn't stop the potty mouth, that they would leave. So I just booted them. I'm, you know what I mean. I don't. Okay. Celtic Bear. Uh, Celtic Bear has stepped up and wants to run the Facebook page, and we need another moderator. There needs to be two, president and vice president of the, basically, right, of the Connected Hearts Facebook page. How about that? Um, okay, excellent. So it's going to be, oh my goodness, excuse me, I have to adjust my underwear. Yes, women have to do that too. Hey, so let me say hi to everybody. Hey, Ribby. Let me see. Okay, Furby has said you've emailed me. Okay, good. You and Celtic Bear on it. Okay, Patricia Furby, Joyce Ward. Hey, Joe and Angel. Hello? Thought I heard something outside. Probably a chicken. Angel, Susan Bass, Ribby, CJM Farms. Hey, Jeremy and Carmela, Terry White. CJM means Carmela, Jeremy. You know, that's them. Helen Nelms, Terry White, Wesley Freeman, Joyce Britt, Boston Terrier Mom. Hi. Gold Yorkshire Tea. Hey, darling. Shay, Sharon, Angie Mack, and Vicky Lemire. How's everybody doing? I know that took a couple of minutes, but I don't care. We're here to visit, and I want to say hi to everybody. And if people don't like that, then don't watch the replay. Hey, Lisa Galagos and Kelly Fitzgerald. A lot of Ohio folk in here today. So, what was I going to say? Oh, garden is 3/4 in. God bless my sister Wendy. She planted all the leeks. There had to be 200 of them. And then she planted 90% of the asparagus. But I can tell she got tired because the last one was in a cup and she just took it out of the cup and stuck it in the ground. That's okay. I get that. I just wish she'd told me so I could. But I saw it this morning and I went out and I transplanted it all. And then I get to the other end of the flower bed and I find where I got tired of planting asparagus in the beginning and I put a cup in. So I have to go back out and redo that again. So I couldn't even remember doing that. I must have been really bloody tired. Doing great this morning. Going to Costco after chat. Oh, wonderful, Susan. Remember to take a mask. Okay? I don't know about in the States, but here they want you to wear a mask in stores. In our province, it's not mandatory because then they would have to supply them and there is no supply of them. But they're recommending it if you can, right? Hey, Carson! My goodness, we're full of Patricias today. There's at least 4 of you. Hey, Bob Brink from Big Sky Billings, Montana. I shared your video put out last night. I thought it was very well thought out. Well, it's been on my mind for a while. The bigger, it's like YouTube, okay? It got so big, too big for the computers to handle it. So they had to put more onus on us saying, okay, is there violent content? Blah, 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 blah. You have to check off all these boxes now because it's too big for just a couple of, for computer banks and a handful of people to run, right? It outgrows itself. Now, while world trade is a wonderful thing, okay, but our world trade shouldn't be at the expense of the people. Do you understand? We shouldn't be like my friend in Australia said. They used to their food, their celebratory meals at Christmas and Thanksgiving and all these times was lamb Sunday dinners. You know what I mean? And but the live export of sheep got so lucrative that the people in Australia were paying the live prices that people across in Europe were across the world were paying. And they had to compete with world markets for their own meat. Not that, people need to have their local industry has to start local and stay local. And then when it gets big enough to share, then go international. You know what I mean? What video editor do you use? I use, Cyberlink Power Director 15. Hey, Helen, how's it going? So it is so true. 24. Hey, Super Hazer, enjoying the sun in my swim short. What day is it? Is this Wednesday or Thursday? I think it's Thursday. Please somebody tell me what day it is, because I can't see it on my phone or on my desktop because hang on a second. I'll just do this. F12. It is Wednesday. Okay. That's good to know. I still have another day. All righty. Okie dokie. Wednesday. Got it. Terry Milan. How do you spell that? Milan or Milan? Or Milan? Stumbling upon you. You are a hoot. Where are you located? I'm located in Quebec, Canada, but I was born in Toronto, Ontario. I'm a hoot, am I? Well, I am what I am, as Popeye used to say. Okay, got it. It's Wednesday. Oh my goodness. Celtic Bear, Angel, Terry White. Look at all my wonderful moderators. Helen Nelms. Hello, darling. So the garden is 3/4 in. On my climbing beans, I decided to put where the window boxes were on the railing, but they were just empty wire things, and that kind of held out the bean climbing trellis, right? Well, I wanted to put those boxes back in and fill them with soil, because there are things like lettuce and spinach and stuff that does well in shade, right? And so Wendy heard me say that, and she filled them with dirt and then put them on, but it broke one of my trellises. So I was out there this morning masking taping the sticks back together in 2 spots. But I found another bamboo. And what I did was, you know how my sticks come down but they go up from the dirt, they go up and meet the trellis? Well, I wove another bamboo one through, so it's more strong and it's more of a lattice closer to the beans. Hoot in a great way. I know, honey, I know. You're making me smile. And it's Milan, just like you said it. Have a great day. Well, thank you, Terry. Thank you. Remember to be on. Oh, thank you, Patricia. I am on. Hey, Patricia, how are you feeling? Are you keeping food down, or at least liquids? Please tell me. Bev, whatever happened to your composting barrel planter? Oh, that's a story and a half. I made one really big mistake. I used the soil that I got from Jimmy Carroll. That barrel was a container, and it needed container soil. You understand? So there was also, and so everything compacted like cement in it. Okay. There was also the fact that my well ran dry by accident that summer. And the barrel itself and the composting barrel is a really, really good idea. I am going to make another one of these days. Okay. Problem is you can't rely on the rain to water that barrel, because it's a lot of plants in one place. So you have to water it every single day. My well went dry and it was a hot summer. So everything in it died because I couldn't water it, and it all turned to cement. So if you're going to build one of those composting barrels, go ahead and do it the way I did it, but put legs on it. Okay, like take a 2x6 and cut a section out of it so that you can slide it into the bottom of the barrel and you can reach the compost in the bottom. Use container soil. It's going to be expensive, but that soil afterwards, you'll be able to just top it up every couple of years, and then and the worm castings and everything will do their job, but you have to give it the proper soil. Understand? I can drink but can't eat anything yet. How are your well, drinking is the most important thing. You can live 30 days without food, not 3 days without water. Only 3 days without water. So please keep yourself hydrated. Does your candy help? How disheartening. Well, I mean, yeah, it was a lot of work. And I may once again build another one. But guess what? The design was good, except for it needed to add legs. And what I would recommend is that it be placed next to a downspout so that every time it rains, water goes directly into the edge of the barrel. You may think you're going to drown your plants, but you're not, right? So it's still a good design. It still works. You just got to use the right soil. Wendy's still in bed. Thank you, Leanne. Morning. Sapphire, diamonds, and pearls from Vegas. Oh, I miss Vegas. Just dropped to hit the like button. Gotta head to my patio garden. Stay safe, everybody. Okay, Sapphire, you take care, sweetheart. And thank you for dropping in. Thank you very much. I only have now. I have one bed that has dirt in it, 2 more that need to be filled, and then I have to set up 2 more after this live stream so that when Howie comes home, I have to set up 3 more. So that when Howie comes home, like I'll put the landscape fabric in the bottom and then he can fill them. And that's 4 beans of beds and 1 of squash and 1 of Cinderella pumpkins. And the garden's in. The garden is in. I have one of the towers. I like it, but not for big plants. No, I doubt. Yeah. But the barrel itself would be better because the tower, is that the tower that is in trays and it just all clips together? You can't learn if you don't make some mistakes. Exactly, Gail. But the thing is I learned that barrel actually works. I have no idea where it went. I think Howie put it in the garbage. Because I was never going to be able to get the dirt out of it. Do you understand? So I may make one this winter. Make it more, because I still have the heat gun. It's a 2x4 thing. It was a lot of work, but it was so worth it, right? Oh, honey, I know, Patricia, but guess what? You are going through chemotherapy, sweetheart. Give yourself a break. Ask Richard to do it. Ask Richard to put in a little garden where you can go out, a raised bed where you can go out and putter. You know, it's not hard to make these raised beds, right? Yeah. Doing Vegas with my girlfriend from Norway in January. Woo-hoo! I wish I could go. I honestly do. Don't think we're going to be able to afford it. So, hey, Cool Motion. Hey, Nani. How's it going? It's the kind that clicks together. Well, the barrel is better in the sense that it has more room for dirt. And you can build the composter right down the center to put the worms in, right? Because the worms will just go in and out and in and out and in and out through, right? And you can, if you can water your composter through the hole for your center composter, like your barrel, right? It would be good for things like strawberries. If you really want to do strawberries, Did you just see the light go off over my head? Damn, maybe I will be able to do strawberries. They are giving away hogs here in the USA, but yet food shorting it. That's the thing, is they can't get them. They can't, that's the problem. If someone's giving you a hog, take her and keep it until cold weather and then butcher the bugger. You've seen me do it. You've seen us do it. It's a lot of work. But guess what? It's not the food that's going to be in short supply. It's getting it to the markets that's going to be the problem. So if farmers say, there was a farmer who had a 25-gallon pasteurizer, and he was, or 5-gallon pasteurizer, and he was up pasteurizing all night because he had a dairy and all of his milk got sent to packaging plants, but he had a home store. So he would pasteurize a certain number of milk for his home store, right? Well, when the shortages came, he wasn't going to dump all his milk. So he stayed up for like 3 days straight, pasteurizing enough milk for his neighbors to buy. And then the next thing you know, there's a lineup down the road going into his house to buy milk. And he made enough money that he could buy a 45-gallon pasteurizer, and he's selling his milk. All right. Potato farmers in just outside of Quebec, just outside of Montreal here. Potatoes and cabbages. They're selling them right out of their backyard because they can't get them to market. Right? $15 for a 50-pound bag of potatoes. Done. If we can go there, I'll be doing her. Right? So it's not the stores that are the problem. It's getting everything, because it's a complicated thing. They got to go to be butchered, and then butchered and packaged, and then packaged and sent to the stores, and then put out. Well, if you got 4 ways from that, it has to go from 5 ways from farmer to table, right? You've got a whole lot of links in the chain that could be broken by this coronavirus. So we need to go back to direct to farm buying. Farmers need to start putting out freezers and butchering and putting out freezers full of butchered meat, saying, buy it here, because getting it to the store is only going to cost you 5 times as much. Does that make sense? We have that here. There's a bison farm where you can go buy bison meat. Okay. There is a wild boar meat place that raises wild boars, and they make the best sausages. Bloody expensive, but that's the thing, right? They brought a bunch of pigs from Iowa to Idaho. They were selling a full-grown sow for $40 plus a portion of the freight. Oh my God. Bud the Spud! Hey, Kev Pie, how's it going? Mine's the Cowsy Dungsy clock. The good old hockey game. It's the guess game. The best game you can name. The best game that you can name is the good old hockey game. Where did you get your pallet collars, and how much do they cost? They don't cost anything. Howie gets them from a friend who works at a Volvo dealership. They're called pallet collars. And what you do is you go around to high-end car dealerships, phone around, okay? Car dealerships are still open here. You call around to Volvo, to Mercedes, to, say, BMW or whatever. All parts come in these collars, and most companies just throw them away. That's where I got them all, because Howie used to work for Volvo, right? And if he has any left over, he's going to sell them for $10 a pop, because that will cover his gas from going from Ottawa to Elmer to pick them up from a friend to bring them home, right? He'll sell them for $10 a piece. That means you can make a raised bed for $20, right? Is it too late to start tomato seeds? That depends on where you are. If some of yours are looking bad, Kelly, but they're still alive, transplant them into deeper pots and plant them up to the first set of leaves. And then get them out into the sunshine. Don't bother trying to start now. Just save the ones you got. That's what I did. Mine were dying. They went into the ground. They're perking up. Saving money now to buy a quarter Angus beef for my freezer. Well, Deborah, we're hoping that we can buy a steer in October, November from a neighbor. And then we're hoping to get several, I don't know, a lot of my family don't eat meat. But we're hoping to get like Arthur and Mel to at least Arthur and Mel to help us butcher beef. And if my nephew Mikey will drive up here when we get it, he can take home a cut for helping us butcher. Mikey's really awesome with meat, right? So, yeah, no meat saw. Well, for allowing that to happen, but there was no saying no to him. I ended up buying it back from him, and he sold it anyway. That was the mania of racing car parts, but it's over. And it's not Angus. What I get, it's not, hey, grumpy old witch, how's my Victoria this morning? Okay, then I'll try and be quieter. No, it's not Angus. I think it's Hereford. But it doesn't matter because it's all grass. That's all they feed it. It eats hay. Grass all summer, hay all winter, right? So, got my Nesco dehydrator for my birthday. It came with 8 trays. Woohoo! Go Doris! Go Doris! Go Doris! Oh my goodness! Can you get new cheap bandsaw? I don't know, but I'm gonna look into it. All I know is the saw I had, as old as it was a Toledo meat saw. It was a professional meat saw. And that thing was probably 50 years old. And I'm really pissed that it's gone. Zone 6B. Kelly, where is Zone 6B? Is that like in the Arctic? Because I think I'm 4-5. My Nesco is on way for my birthday. Yay! That's so awesome, Dean. I'm so happy for you. Right. Purple hearts for Fibromyalgia Awareness Month. Thank you, folks. Yes, it is Fibromyalgia Awareness Month. It's May. Washington is 6B. Okay. Well, I think ours is backwards because I'm in like 4-5. Mostly 4B, 4A, somewhere around there. I'm taking a semi-nap in the sun, listening, but not really reading. Oh, well, there you go. Enjoy it. I'm going to go out at some point and I'm going to make hand sanitizer today. Does anybody want a video? And I'm going to do a walkabout and finish my garden video, except for the beans. And then I'm making Swedish meatballs with my canned meatballs tonight. Does anybody want a video of that? Yes, video. Okay, yes on the hand sanitizer video. What about the Swedish meatballs videos? Both videos. Okay. Yes, I'm all excited. I was going to make Swedish meatballs last night. Thank you, Helen. Hey, Jen and Blues from West Virginia. Or Washington, sorry. Beth Miller. Okay. Meatballs, yes. Sarah, we are getting all of April rain now in May. Yes, on both. I just had to go out and water my celery plants. I have 5 beds of celery. 1.5 beds of leeks. And, okay, yes. 70 to 77% alcohol on 30 to 23% water done. Oh, but I'm going a step further and making it more fun. Because I went to the dollar store and got some cool stuff. Now, I don't use the 50% alcohol. I use 99% alcohol. But, I mean, 50% alcohol is straight alcohol for rinsing your hands as a hand sanitizer. Look at the label, folks. If it says 50% alcohol, just put it in a spray bottle and use it to spray your hands every once in a while because it's already cut. I'm using 99% alcohol with the other stuff. Okay, excellent. Yes, mods, I will be listening, but gotta cook breakfast for the kids. Okay, Angel, we're not going to be here much. Well, we are. We're only here 25 minutes. And guess what? I've only used 16 gigs out of 50, and I'm halfway through the month, right? So, I mean, I watch Netflix with this thing. I just mirror it to my TV. Tried to put celery, but my dog Charles ate it. I got 2 words: raised beds. Gracie will get into dirt, but if it's a raised bed, she knows better. She'll forget once in a while and jump by one, and it'll be like, hey, get away from there, right? So if you got dogs, raised beds, especially if you got groundhogs, raised beds. I have 6 trays of zucchini in my Nesco. What do you use dehydrated zucchini for? Bev, last comment, okay? What last comment? Yes to both, okay. Are you saying you've got one last comment, or I should read your last comment? Clarity is important, sweetheart. So anyway, I love lots of oh my God. And last year I only put 4 beds of celery in. I put 4 beds of celery in, and only 2 actually produced well. And I just used the last of my dehydrated celery in my meatballs. How many? 2 beds did well. I have 5 this year. 5. And over 72, 30, almost probably 200 asparagus plants. But I'm going to say 100 just to be safe. I'm going to be eating so much friggin' asparagus. When zucchini is dry, I powder it. It's great for soup, scrambled eggs, on salads. Oh, Susan, you're so brilliant. That's awesome. Okay, Celtic Bear. Bev, Super Hazer says, far I know you need 70% and up for sanitizer info from cystic fibrosis team I have behind me. Really? So is it okay to sell 50% alcohol? Right? Why? Why is it okay to sell 50% alcohol? Where'd it go? I bought it, but guess what? That's only 50%. So what's it say about this 50% alcohol? Let's read the label. Directions: use as a soothing, cooling massage solution. Avoid contact with eyes. In case of contact, rinse with water. Discontinue use if rash or irritation occurs. It's only good for massaging. They don't even say to clean cuts. Might as well friggin'. Jeez. Way to go, Rose. I slice mine up into thin slices, and they are great to munch on. Cool. I can't think of any use for 50%. That's why I just read it. It says, directions, use as a soothing, cooling massage solution. They're making people pay money for this. What a bunch of bullcrap. Okay, so now more than ever, labeling is really important, because when I bought my 6-pack of alcohol, no, not beer, 6-pack of alcohol, rubbing alcohol from Costco, I made sure I got 99% solution. So there you go. It's for rubbing. Rub with this and see how you like it. Cooling massage my arse. Moment to sell BS with alcohol because they are looking for it. Said how industries work. Exactly. Hey, Lori Lumax. Miller Beer and Budweiser are making a sanitizer. You can buy it at any liquor store here because they have distilling licenses. So they're getting on the bandwagon to distill alcohol. And there's places in Montreal that have hand sanitizer. You know the containers, instead of buying a new jug of windshield washer, they have the big thing and you go pay so much and you fill up your windshield washer jug and it's cheaper. They're converting those into hand sanitizers. So you can fill up. And it costs you probably $10 if you want 1 liter of hand sanitizer, but it's there and you can fill up your own container. So get on that. For the rest of the world needs to get on that. Hey, Lori. I love my dehydrated spaghetti squash too. Very crunchy, great snack. You know what? I want spaghetti squash. I love spaghetti squash, but I'm growing pumpkin this year and I can't grow both. I only have 1 acre and they will cross-pollinate. Really, eh? A local bar made hand sanitizer for the hospital when we got low. Oh, that's awesome. I'm in Colorado. All our brewers have for sale at liquor stores. I bought a half a gallon for $23. Yeah, that's about the right price. Like a half gallon is 2 liters. 1 liter is like $10 here. So yeah, that's about right. We caught a groundhog in our live trap in our backyard, took him to the woods. I would have bumped him over the head, skinned him and gutted him, soak him overnight in cold salt water, and then vacuum sealed them with steak spices. That's what I would have done to that gopher. They're vegetarian. They're probably really delicious. Bottle for odor spray. I just buy disinfecting alcohol, 70% in the pharmacy, spray it on groceries and hands with old. I'm a midwife pediatric NP. We are getting a lot donated to us. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad. I've been wearing a gator, a purple gator as a mask, but I think I'm going to have to make some, right? Howie has masks at work, but he can't bring them home, right? The only good groundhog is a dead one. Well, what if it's dead and vacuum sealed in steak spices and olive oil and then roasted on the barbecue the next year? Bet you'd be bloody tender. I don't have the heart to kill the poor thing, but they have parasites in their meat bev, just like rabbit meat. I've eaten rabbit. Okay, so, but I'll yeah, okay, okay, I'll take groundhog out of my diet. Thank you. My vampires are here. They weren't supposed to be here. What the hell? Well, go deal with the vampires and make sure you keep sipping and sucking on your candies, my love. I have an awesome pattern I used if you want me to send you the link. Absolutely. Send it to Mrs. connectedheartsfamily@gmail.com. All one word. Okay. Deborah, and that parasite is dangerous for cats, not for men, after looking as far as I know. Really? I don't have cat. We had rabbit last night for dinner, a homegrown one. Oh my God. You know what my favorite way to eat rabbit is? Canned. I shove that rabbit bone in as much as I can into a jar and I salt it. I don't salt it. I put in a piece of bacon in the jar and I raw pack it with a piece of bacon in the jar. That stuff comes out tasting like turkey. It's really good. It's really good. The raccoons are going to be out a whole lot this year. There's a lot of garbage. There's a lot more stuff going on. There's a lot less people around. People are staying hidden. Oh, hey, Brenda Lassiter. How's it going, sweetheart? I have never eaten rabbit. Oh, rabbit's delicious. But it's a very lean meat, so don't make sausage with it unless you're going to cut it 50% with pork. I made that mistake. It comes out like dry and crumbly. But I'll tell you, I have a video that says Holiday Dinner for Two, I believe it's called. And I take a jar of home canned rabbit that tastes like turkey, and I drain it and I put it in a pan, like a cake pan, and one side, and then I put a little row of tin foil and I put stuffing on the other side, right? And then I cover it and I bake it. And then I heat up some vegetables, some instant mashed potatoes, and I made little mini pumpkin pies. And I mean, this was a meal that I showed that you could have a holiday meal for two, but it's also something you could create and take to a friend, who may be a shut-in or whatever, right? But oh man, you gotta can rabbit, and you gotta put a piece of bacon in it when you can it. It's the best. Oh my God, I want rabbit so bad. We got a rabbit from a local farm CSA to try, talking to hubby about raising meat rabbits. You can rabbit with a piece of bacon, and then you open that puppy up and you do whatever you want with it, but it's delicious. I've eaten rabbit several times, even smothered in gravy. We got a rabbit from a, oh, okay. So yeah, no, rabbits are a good thing. Rabbits are a good thing to have. They're really high in protein, but they're very, very low in fat. Okay, so you have to make sure if you make sausage, you can't just live on rabbit meat. It's too lean. Well, I guess you could, but I mean, but rabbits grow really fast and can up really nice, and the rabbit poop really, really good for the garden. It's win-win, win-win. Bambi's mighty good. Of course, Bambi's mighty good. I've eaten rabbit. Okay. Please remember, use only caps when talking to Bev, just so she does not get confused with what's going on. Thank you, Terry. Oh, I love elk, Chrissy. I love elk. I love elk. I love moose best of all. We wrap ours in bacon and grill it. Well, you put a full slice of bacon in a quart jar of rabbit, bone-in rabbit, and you can that. It'll come out tasting like turkey. I shit you not. Ribby, I made bread pudding while watching some intense video. I accidentally poured in way too much maple syrup. It's too delicious. Had elk for the first time in December. It was amazing. Moose is my favorite. I like elk. I like venison. I like beef, but moose is my favorite, and I can't get any. Bullwinkle, absolutely. Rabbit poop is the only thing you don't have to compost. Just put in the garden. You don't have to do that to goat poop either. You don't have to do that, but make sure that their poop isn't that you keep it out from under the cages, because it can get contaminated with urine, and too much ammonia will make it too hot. Okay, but goat poop is the same. Goat poop is great for the garden. I've never had bear. I have never had bear. Rabbits are great for a beginner homesteader, easy and inexpensive. May have to get them processed by a butcher. I have a video on that somewhere of how he's dispatching and skinning rabbits. And I have a video of me canning them. So, always just go to my channel, this channel, and hit the search bar below hit the search channel bar and put in a word. If it's rabbits or goats or whatever, put in a word. If you think I might have a video on it, I probably do. So, no such thing as 2 maple syrup. That's right, exactly. My husband had bear. Oh, Celtic bear, you bugger. I have a black bear living in my grove of trees in my backyard. You do not feed that bear. You want to get somebody to take that bear away, or else your garbage, your gardens, everything's going to get gone in the winter, or in the spring, or in the fall in the fall when they're feeding up for their winter sleep. Berry patches, everything will go. Get rid of the bear. Yeah, he is a cheek. Gotta run. Everyone's sending you all tons of healing hugs for a wonderful day or night. He says he stays there until the cornfield is ready. Have you ever made dandelion honey? No, but I'd like to try. Please send me the recipe, because it sounds like a really good, because dandelion is a good liver detoxifier. So if you can make that into a jelly or a honey, that would be really awesome. Anyway, it's been 40 minutes. I have a lot of editing to do. I've read 3 chapters today. I have more asparagus to transplant, and I have a lot of editing to do. I have the garden editing to finish, and I have 3 chapters to edit, and then I'm making the Swedish meatballs with the canned meatballs tonight. So that's another video that's going to have to be edited. So I have a lot of work to do. Okay? So There's 127 people here. Yeah, as soon as I said so, people start dropping off. Um, we are going to close with our spiritual hug and prayer. This is a non denominational prayer. You don't have to stay if you don't feel comfortable, but this is a non denominational prayer for our Connected Hearts family and for the world that we do daily to add our voices and our energy to the healing of the planet and everybody on it, right? Whether it's from, so this is non denominational. I have a higher power of my personal understanding. I choose to call that higher power God. Doesn't mean you have to. You just insert your faith where it fits, okay? Okay, I can't see that right now. Okay, so for all those who care to, please help me close with a spiritual hug. All right, let's take a deep breath. Hey, God, it's us Connected Hearts. And thank you again for bringing us together today so that we could love and support one another and share our healing and our spiritual love with whoever wants to be here. So thank you for that, God. Thank you for making this possible for us. It's a beautiful day, God. The sun is shining. I've fixed my trellis. I've transplanted more asparagus. And now I'm going to edit, but not before I go outside and get some more sunshine. God, we just want you, we invite you to take the healing energy and love that we share every day and add it to your own and spread it across the multiverse, God, so that it trickles about everywhere, and those people who are ready to receive it shall receive it, and those who are not, maybe a seed has been planted. But God, mostly we come here together to thank you and pray for the healing of the planet. So please, God, take all our negativity that could possibly be in our lives today and squeeze it into a ball and toss it somewhere, God, where we never need to see it again. But let the positivity flow across the world and across the universe and the multiverse so that we can come together and heal. Thank you, God. Amen. Namaste. Peace be with you. Shalom. Miigwech. Blessed be. Merry meet. Whatever works for you, let the love shine. This is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead saying, I've got work to do. Who tipped me? Who tipped me? Oh my goodness, Ruby. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. This is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead saying, I love you guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Now, we may not be on as often. It may not be every day. I'm going to do my absolute best, but guess what season it is? The garden is in. Soon it will be weeding and picking and canning, and the list will get longer and heavier, okay? I'm going to do the best I can. Sometimes it may happen in the evening when I'm exhausted and done for the day. So if it doesn't happen during the day, understand, all right? But I'm going to do my absolute best to be here every day. All right? I love you guys. Take care. God bless. Mwah! Have a sunshiny day full of love. I love you guys. Don't ever forget that.